let me here start with, how do you view the resumption of ceasefire negotiations in Gaza and the possibility of reaching an agreement?
Yes, despite that, there are some positive atmosphere by sending the Israeli technical team to resume the negotiations, but we have been accustomed over the past month that whenever the technical team gets to being close to a deal, Netanyahu cripples the deal. Netanyahu and his government are giving some positive signs to the families of the hostages that there will be a deal for the exchange of hostages and that there is a great deal of flexibility from Hamas side to and the mediators asked both parties not to add any additional conditions to reach the deal. All these atmospheres are positive, and maybe before January 20th, maybe there might be a deal concluded. But we hope that this would be a comprehensive deal that guarantees a full withdrawal from Gaza Strip and ending this war, not just a humanitarian deal, a limited humanitarian deal.
Now, Ms. Alnatsheh, the blockade on the northern Gazas, and how did it deteriorate the already very dire humanitarian situation?
In fact, it seems that the Israeli government is highly ideological in dealing with things. So it is trying to erase the North Gaza and put settlements in it. So the Israeli government is doing its best to end all the possibilities for the Palestinian citizens in Gaza Strip and put them before two options, either forced displacement or death. So we are speaking today about a full collapse of the health sector in Gaza Strip, starvation imposed, and blockade imposed for more than 100,000 people. No food was allowed into Gaza over the last 3 months, except few trucks that can be enough for like 1 day or so. So the operations in Gaza was not only attacking the 3 hospitals in the north of Gaza Strip that demolished them totally, but also was expanded to the center of Gaza and to Gaza City, direct targeting of anything that can be a basis for life and services for the Palestinians and infrastructure that serves the Palestinians. So Israel wants this place inhabitable. So this is the plan of the generals of Israel, despite that the media saying they are not doing that. But still the problem in North Gaza is that the full free hand of the Israeli generals is allowed to take whatever field decisions without any reference, without any constraints, and without any real justification, just targeting the civilians, destroying the facilities and erasing it altogether. So when we speak about North Gaza, all of Gaza Strip is targeted. But when we speak about the north of Gaza, it is the loss of the very basic elements of life. People are struggling against death in North Gaza. A siege for 3 months now, and heavy bombardment and full demolition of the infrastructure.
Now, how critical is the UNRWA's role in Gaza, and what impact does Israel's ban to this organization have on the Strip?
Spoken since the beginning of this war that the only entity that can reach the inhabitants of Gaza efficiently is UNRWA. No other organization or entity can do what UNRWA is doing regarding the educational services, health services, and aid services. UNRWA has got enough staff and enough experience to do this, and the basic qualifications to reach the people in Gaza. So ending the work of UNRWA is again a kind of imposing siege on the people in Gaza and depriving them of all the basic services and also depriving them of the basic health services. Ending the role of UNRWA is ending the opportunity for the access of humanitarian aid to the people in Gaza Strip. At this time, this is happening, and the role of UNRWA has been very essential and very crucial in getting the aid in and providing aid to the families of Gaza.
Now, what's your take on the Israeli Knesset proposal to purge Gaza, and how will that affect the whole region's future?
Yes, we have spoken that this government of Israel is highly ideological on this and wants to wipe out the Gaza Strip, wants to evacuate the people out of Gaza. Benjamin Netanyahu has not been approving the withdrawal in year 2000. He vowed to reoccupy Gaza. There are projects being proposed to the Knesset, and the government of Israel speak about that, about returning the settlements to the north of Gaza Strip. So what we see today regarding the demolition of the Gaza Strip, it's not a security objective or a military objective, it's an ideological objective of reoccupying Gaza and building settlements again in the north of Gaza Strip and the return of settlements into Gaza Strip. This is not, and it's not secretly being prepared. It is out loudly said by the government and supporters of this government, especially the head of the Platoon 252 that said once that he is using his relatives and friends in destroying the buildings in Gaza in order to pave the way for building settlements. Right. We have seen that on the social media, and we have seen the settlers saying that and promoting plans for settlement in the north of Gaza Strip and to have recreation places and many of these kind of things. This means that the fate of the Palestinian people is a total ethnic cleansing, getting them out of this place and ending their existence there.
Right, that was Rateeba Alnatsheh, the member of the Political Bureau of Fidesz Party and Secretary of the National Action Committee in Jerusalem. We thank you so much for your analysis and your insights.